I think everyone knows what has to be said at the start of this video. Of course, Magi greatness. I'm sorry for that. I had to say it. I had to say it. I know it's your catchphrase with your Magi stuff, but come on. These chapters are fucking godlike. This is why we've had many conversations where this is, and I think you readers can agree as well. If you're a big fan of fucking Magi as I am, I think you can agree this is one of the best fucking chapters that we've had. Like this Hakuryuu, no, this stuff of this arc has just been solid 10s, 9s, and 8s. It's like anything been pretty fucking high, and it's like straight in from this chapter, straight in like that. It's like from what we got from here, it was like, you know, like Alana was like, oh, I'm able to use Solomon's magic. Fucking Hakuryuu comes down like it's fucking nothing. It's like, yo, you think you can go against me like that? It's like, you think you can just use a little bit of the divine rook and shit like that? It's like, I'm still way above your leagues, Aladdin, and all that. You haven't mastered this magic yet and all that. You're saying, are you telling me that the most extreme magic in Almotron only consists of sending back your enemy's attacks? And he's like, don't make me fucking laugh. Like, you fucking scrub. Like, even as, like, Aladdin realizes this, and I gotta admit, this kid is absolutely fucked up. Like, bleeding everywhere, like fucking cut to shit up, and he's like, I've got to learn to manipulate a power that I can't see. So Aladdin has to keep mastering this, so he's still got a long way to go. Just because he was able to like manipulate time and space and send his attacks back, he is nowhere near where Solomon is. And it's like, if we ever see like a huge time skip of Aladdin, I could just imagine him that he's able to do that. Like he's able to do it like, I don't know, 3 or 4 times before he's like completely exhausted himself or something like that. And it's like, even Aladdin say, you know, I know from the start that I'm the only one that can stop you. So let's just fucking go. It's just, I love like both of them just fucking powering up, and it's just like, fucking let's go. Let's fucking go. And I'm like seeing like, oh, you thought that was great enough like that? Wait until you see the second half of this chapter, where it consists of Hakuryuu and Alibaba continuing to fight, and he's just using Zaga, making giant forests try to attack Alibaba, and Alibaba's like, you fucking nothing like that. It's like, I'll use a Mole Psyker, and it's, you know, bish bash bosh, I'm done and all that. And he's like, and Hakuryuu is just like, he's just so cocky at this point where he's like, I wanted to use Zaga to give you a less painful death, but you're persisting about it. And he just says it, spirit of truth and conviction, dwell in my body and turn me into a great Djinn. You're like, yes, he's going to use the next Djinn equip. And I already knew what Belial's Djinn equip was. I did see the raw for this, and I fucking lost my shit. Okay, one thing about the design, it's godlike. Shinobu has always been able to do amazing Djinn equips, and this one just, okay, 4 arms, giant skeleton scythe, dragon skeleton behind you. I'm done. I'm fucking just dropped the keyboard. It's done. This is an amazing design. And not to mention one thing that like maybe a lot of people might have not gone for. He has 2 of the eyes actually now. So maybe that could be symbolized, you know, like maybe Master 2 full Djinn equips or something like that. Although we never saw Sinbad do that. Or like I'm very curious if that's just to do with design, because like I know it's like maybe that just proves how strong he is. Like he's gotten to that degree, and it's like, yo, even Alibaba's like, what the fuck? Like, because he's so bigger now compared to Alibaba. He's like a huge ass scythe and all that, and he was like, oh, but he's actually slower than and weaker than the last one. But it's like, no, he could still use Zargan with alongside his powers like that. He manipulated Zargan's plans, and he's just like, with a quick cut, fucking Alibaba's leg's gone. He's like, my leg, like that. And it's like, okay, like, I just love the fucking smirk that he had. It's like, he didn't just cut me. What the hell do you do? Now, we know from fact for their Belial, from like that he can manipulate the mind. So, I want to see if actually Alibaba actually did lose his leg, because I was flipping the fuck out. But now that I've slightly calmed down a bit, since I've read this chapter like 5 times today, as of this recording, I'm probably going to read it again afterwards. It's like, I can tell you one thing straight from this chapter, it was godlike. It was godlike, just that enough said like that. But it's like Alibaba losing his fucking leg. I'm like, oh my god. Now, with the whole thing of Belial, maybe this is an illusion. Maybe like Alibaba feels the pain of losing his leg, but it's actually, it affects his body some way. Like, I hope that's a permanent thing. I honestly don't. I think that, like, it was still very dramatic, and, like, I don't know, anything could happen in Magi and all that. We've had two fucking crazy things like that, but it's like, that's kind of the way saying, like, oh, you want to lose your freaking, like, arm or something like that, Hakuryuu? Okay, there you go. I'll make your leg and all that. Now we're on even grounds. Like that. An amazing chapter. Like, if I think about it, yeah, I honestly don't think, because, like, one fact is all that, it's like, I'm pretty sure, like, when they're being fucked up with the Djinn before, because we've seen, like, people like Cohen, we've seen Alibaba before, like, lose, like, fucking skin and flesh like that when they were going against Father, so maybe you don't really feel, like, pain like that when you're in a Djinn equip, but to lose your fucking leg, though? To lose your leg? We hadn't seen, like, limbs come off or something like that before, so I want to know if this is permanent or not. If not, that's fucking huge. 10 fucking out of 10. Fucking just a huge fucking, like, how that fucking Alibaba just a one-legged man. Like, shit, fucking hell. Or it really depends. If this is permanent, this is a 10 out of 10 chapter. If this is not, I don't give a fuck. It's still like a 9 to a 9.5, because it barely needed any dialogue, and it's just like, we already had this sick fight between Aladdin and Jadal, and he just goes, like, straight in from taking space and time and just walks it off. He just fucking goes in with a scythe. And not to mention, the Belial design is one of the best designs of the Djinn equips, because you see how powerful and just how badass Hakuryuu is. I'm telling you, like, every week of Magi, I get excited. It's such a shame. I wish the translators get a lot more faster with these chapters, because I love this shit, and I wish a lot more people as well would, like, support them and, like, you know, I don't know, translate for them or anything like that. But it's like, amazing chapter. If this isn't permanent, if this thing's gonna, like, reappear after, like, Alibaba comes out as Djinn equip, then it's a 9. But if that's, like, an actual permanent thing, fucking 10. Because regardless of what, a lot of shit happened in this chapter. Crazy fighting chapter, and I fucking loved it. It was just godlike. Absolutely loved it. And just a big question leads to what can Belial do? What is this thing that has led me on Alibaba? But that's all from me. So thank you very much for watching as always. Remember, I'll see you guys next time.